So this isn't going to be a story about big statistics or government policy. No, this is about what it actually feels like to be a ghost in a city of millions. We're going to dive right into a memoir to really understand the moment-to-moment reality of an undocumented life. You know, the hope, the despair, and that constant gnawing fear that just comes with living in the shadows.
And that right there, that sentence, is a breaking point. It is the raw, emotional heart of the story we're exploring today. I mean, it's a moment of such deep despair that you just have to ask, what could possibly lead someone to this? Well, let's find out.
Okay, so our story really gets going in Southall, a district over in West London. And for the author, showing up here, well, it marked a really difficult new chapter, a true emotional low point. He describes Southall in his own pretty stark terms as a place that felt even more alienating than where he'd been before. His whole world just shrinks down to this one specific section of streets, and his job? To sweep them, every single day. You can just imagine it, a life of pure, isolating monotony. And this is where that quote we started with really comes to life. A heavy, relentless London rain just starts pouring down. He is completely soaked, chilled right to the bone, and all he's got for company is a little tree and his work broom. It's like the physical misery is a perfect reflection of everything he's feeling inside.
And this is what's just swirling around in his head. He's completely overwhelmed by self-pity, and these huge, desperate questions start bubbling up. It's that moment where the sheer weight of his situation, the absolute loneliness of it all, just becomes too much to handle.
But then, right in the middle of this downpour of misery, something totally unexpected happens. An English woman comes out of a house nearby, and she's walking right towards him. And in her hands, a simple cup of tea. Just a small, unasked-for act of kindness that is about to change everything. So that one cup of tea, it really marks a turning point. It ushers in this brief but really powerful sense of hope. It's this little reminder that even in the bleakest moments, a simple human connection can light a spark again. You know, it's funny how that one act of kindness creates this ripple effect. Warmed up by the tea and that human connection, he decides to treat himself to lunch. And these simple baked chicken wings from the supermarket become, in his words, the most delicious thing he has ever tasted. It's not really about the food, is it? It's about getting back a little piece of his humanity. And this newfound flicker of hope, it very quickly turns into a real, tangible goal. He does the math. He figures if he works every single day, no days off, he could make £320 a week. That number isn't just money, it's a symbol. It's a concrete target that represents a possible future, a real reason to keep going.
But as powerful as hope can be, it always has to live in the real world, with all its harsh facts. And this glimmer of optimism, well, it's about to slam right into a cold, hard dose of reality.
So he's fueled by this new motivation, right? He takes action. While he's out sweeping his route, he pulls out his phone and makes a call he's probably been putting off for a very long time. He calls a lawyer to ask the one question that matters more than anything else. Can I become legal? I mean, this is the fundamental question, isn't it? For someone in his position, what does it actually cost to step out of the shadows and into the system? The answer is just staggering. The lawyer just lays it out in these brutal financial terms. Just to try to legalize his status, with absolutely no guarantee of success, would cost £6,000. The lawyer's secretary even suggests a more certain route, buying an illegal English passport for £10,000. His goal of £320 a week all of a sudden seems impossibly, crushingly small. So this crushing financial news, it just kind of hangs in the air. And it sets the stage for the story's climax, an abrupt, shocking event that's going to crystallize the true meaning of his invisibility. While he's still on the phone, trying to absorb this devastating information, there's a sudden, violent crack from the highway right next to him. His world is just completely interrupted, not by his own problems, but by sudden external chaos. He looks up, and there's a car wreck. A vehicle has spun out of control, and, this is the crucial part, the police are already on the scene, just a few feet away from where he's standing with his broom and his cart. His reaction is instantaneous. It's pure instinct. He tells the lawyer, "I'll call you back," grabs his things, and just runs. Not toward the crash to help, not to stand by as a witness, but away from it, as fast as he possibly can. And this says everything.
He didn't run because he didn't care. He ran out of pure terror. The terror that, as a witness, the very first thing the police would ask for is his papers. His undocumented status means he's forbidden from participating in society, even in the most basic, civic way. He is forced to be a ghost.
And that's really what this entire experience boils down to. It's not just about working a tough job or not having much money. It's about being forced to run away from the scene of an accident because the simple act of being a good citizen could get you deported. It's about being a ghost on the side of the road, which leaves you wondering, what does it truly mean to be invisible?